wonder if I ever change my way. Alright, so. Oh, that flexing my upper body and his leg day. Alright, well, yeah. Let's get to it. So, you know, reached that point to where this got as big as I want to get. So what do you do then? You maintain that shit. Y'all, you have no idea what you're starting. Let this be a warning to everyone. Number one, let's go ahead and clear the air. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you right now the truth that every person who has been in the gym more than a year will tell you. Your muscles are not going to get too damn big, you idiot. Here's the thing. If you're one of those people that's like, well, I don't want to get too big, stop that. It's annoying. It's embarrassing, and you should not do that. Honestly, if you'll start working out now, and you try to get your arm that big, I'll bet you 99% of you will quit before you get halfway there. The thing is work out to be massive if you want to be average. Work out to be Ronnie Coleman if you want to place. It's not easy. It is an elite group. You ain't going, and ladies, unless you're on anabolic steroids, your ass ain't gonna get too big. You are not gonna wake up one day and look like this. I don't have my titties are gone, my ass is gone, I got biceps. Here's the secret about muscle. Number one, it burns calories. Number two, it is very lean. Putting on 10, 15 pounds of muscle sounds massive. No, it's only massive if it's fat. Fat takes up space. Let's jiggle. If it jiggles, it's fat. That layer right there takes up lots of space, okay? Muscle, not so much, guys. Girls, put on all the lean muscle mass that you can and you will be lean and sexy. Now, here's the thing. If you ever do, by happenstance, be one of the human beings that is born without myostatin at all, and you have no limits on the amount of muscle that you can possibly bear to make, just stop working it. It's not fat. It will just disappear. I can take my arm, put it in a cast for 6 weeks, take it out. Whew. You don't use it, you lose it. Unless it's fat. Fat stays forever. You have to work that off. Think about fat like your gas tank. Alright? Fuel goes into gas tank. But you're a little different. You say, every time I fill up my gas tank, I'm going to take a gallon extra and put it on the side of my car. That's your storage or your reserve tank. If you're too fat, you have put reserve tanks all the way around you. Your body thinks that you're going to die of a famine sometime soon because your cortisol levels are through the roof, and I don't know why you're so damn stressed out. It ain't like you don't have enough to live for a while. Now, if you want to get those reserve tanks off, what do you have to do first? Empty the tank. Weight loss made easy. Done. Muscle building too big. Done. Myth busted. Sorry, not gonna happen. Never, ever, 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 ever have I met the motherfucker that went, you know, I built too much muscle, man. I don't know how it happened. I woke up one day and I'll be damned, I was too big. And I know a lot of big boys. I have had some people that went, you know what, I'm no longer comfortable. This shit hurts. But more likely than not, at some point in your life, you're going to go, oh my God, I can't keep it. I have to keep working out this hard forever? If you build it, the amount of muscle that I built, I'm willing to keep up the type of workout it takes to maintain that muscle. I'm not willing to do more. So there's no point in doing more. Not to mention, hell, I don't think to get here, I was pulling 2-a-days for 2 years. I did Shaun T at night, and I did my weights in the morning. Trying to outwork my diet, by the way, to get a six-pack, but I put on some muscle, but I wouldn't stop eating like shit. There's only 2 ways to get the physique you want. 1, stop eating so damn much and nasty food, but really it's the amount you eat that determines how much body fat you have, not what you eat. What you eat determines if you're going to live through the process. Now, or number 2, training. Honestly, hormones can get you past excessive things, but you're going to die early for it. But you know what? Some people choose to live opposed to survive. Yeah, I lived on the streets for 3 months. Survival? That's not how I want to get. That's not what. It's not for me. I can survive. Don't get me wrong. Put me out in the middle of the jungle, I will make it. I'll be real pissed off that you dropped me there when I find your ass, though. But survival, just getting by, that's not the goal. The goal is to live, to have a lifestyle. And you look around here and say, hell, this motherfucker. Look at this. Look, let me tell y'all a little story. You see this? There are walls going up here. I'm building a new room. I'm not hell. I'm going to get somebody to build a room. You see this? Oh, God. Y'all have no fucking idea. Anyway, so, little story. I'll say, this motherfucker lives in Country Club Acres. With some damage. But here's the thing. To get to this point, to realize that I went from the streets, no job, drug addicted, alcoholic, junkie, to paying off my parents' debts, living in Country Club Acres, and putting garbage bags around my garage because I want to build a gym, and laughing at the homeowners people. Oh, Lord help me. Lord did help me. Matter of fact, y'all, if y'all don't believe in God, for real, y'all need to check on him. Like, let's go ahead and admit it, y'all. We're going to be alive, or we're going to be dead a whole lot longer than we're alive. It coming up on Christmas, you might want to check up on that. Not because you're going to die on Christmas, you idiot, but because you're going to be dead longer than you're alive. I studied, because I had to figure that out before I figured out other things. So I studied, I read the Quran, I read books about Buddha, I read things about the religions in India. And when it comes down to it, for me, Christianity is the only one that works. If you take any of them to their fullest extent, they all lead in death, except for Jesus saying, well, if you want to know the most important commandment, there are 2. Love God, and God being knowledge, so you love God, love knowledge with all your mind, all your heart, and all your soul. That's what God is, you know, all knowledge. Number 2 is love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if we will abide by those 2, things will go well for everyone. You take Buddhism to its fullest extent, it says live with as little as possible. Stop breathing. You know? And I know that's, oh yeah, blah. Take it to the fullest extent. Islam says that we have to tax them or kill them, or they become Islamic. Nowhere in Christianity is it kill them or tax them if they do not become Christian. It's accept them, love them. Eventually they'll come around. And if you took that to its fullest extent, then it becomes, look at over there where everybody's Muslim. You have one killing another because you're not Muslim enough now. And any time that a man can force his will upon another man against theirs, men are not angels. Evil will prevail. Not to say there's not some really good shit in the Quran. Not to say there's not some really good things that Muhammad taught. But to me, you take every religion, and you say, what's it based on? What's the cornerstone? Love your neighbor just like you love yourself. That don't mean I'm nice. If I was acting like you're acting right now, I would hope somebody would knock the shit out of me. Believe me, I'll hit your ass. But that's because I'm saving you from the cops hitting you. It's because that discipline is necessary from me so that someone doesn't shoot you. I'm trying to teach you something here, son. That's why you get reprimanded. You realize even going to jail is supposed to be rehabilitation. Judges, this is rehab. This ain't lock them up. It's not putting them in a cage forever. You shouldn't even lock up non-violent criminals anyway. They need reprimand. They may need an overseer, but not in a cage, dog. I don't cage up my dog because he don't bite people. He bites a person, I put him down. But he's a dog. You will cage a human for participating in one person agreeing with another person that they both want to do something, and one person sells another person something that they both want, and you're gonna lock them up. What kind of ignorance is that? Love God. Knowledge first, then your neighbor is yourself. If you're making a transaction that I don't like, I shouldn't be able to lock you up. That's ignorance. Y'all stop that. Anyway, I'm enough rambling. I like to ramble. I like to hear me talk sometimes. I know y'all do that too, shut up. Anyway, neuroids.com. Y'all check us out. Hopefully we'll be around for a while. Lord willing, and the government don't rise. I'll be there.